Getting ready to start with Kyle Rowdy Busch. Eric. Good win, Kyle.
Thank you.
Okay, let's roll into post-race. Our winner of today's 16th annual FW Webb 175 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway is Kyle Busch. He drives the number 18 Toyota Traxxas Toyota, and he's got his crew chief here, Eric Phillips, with him. This is his 30th NASCAR Camping World Truck Series victory, second all-time already in that series behind Ron Hornaday. It's his 104th National Series win across all three National Series. Continues to compile those. He led 165 laps here today. He posted a perfect driver rating of 150. And Kyle, I think he did about everything except maybe sell tickets. But congratulations on the win today. And talk about, I mean, really had to be one of your more dominating performances.
Yeah, it certainly was. You know, we had a really great Toyota Tundra today, and appreciate Toyota and Traxxas' support for this one. You know, we wouldn't be able to do it without our partners, but these guys on this Kyle Busch Motorsports team did a great job, you know, preparing the truck and getting ready to come up here. We unloaded a little bit off, but, you know, we tweaked on it, worked on it a little bit, didn't have to make too many changes. Just had to get the feel to where I liked it, and once we got it there, you know, it seemed like the lap times kind of followed our adjustments and got better the more the truck got better. So felt really good with it. And today, you know, to be able to qualify first and then you know, pick our lane and then just be able to run and set sail on our own agenda, you know, really meant a lot. Certainly there was some times where you know, getting back in traffic or getting behind lap trucks trying to lap them would kind of hurt us a little bit. Would slow us down an awful lot, you know, but once we could get clear of them, we could run really fast lap times again. So it was just a matter of clean air being a little bit too important today.
Eric Phillips certainly had just a super truck. Was it like that, you know, even starting to practice yesterday? Did you know you had the truck to beat?
No, we were, like Kyle said, we were off a little bit. We came here this year a lot different than what we raced last year, even though we won the race. So we didn't feel like we had the best truck, so tried something different. It worked out. You know, we just made steady progress, I think, through both practices. You know, we made a few changes in between the first and second practice and really made the truck a lot better. And after that, the truck was pretty good the rest of the weekend.
All right, we'll take some questions now for Kyle or Eric. Questions for Kyle or Eric? Right here with Reed. Go ahead, please. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, Reed Spencer, Sporting News. Kyle, given the fact that it was so tough to get through traffic today, I think I watched you battle the 23 for a while there earlier. And does that say something for tomorrow in terms of how tough it's going to be to pass and how important track position may be?
A little bit, not as significant, I don't think. You know, the trucks punch such a big hole in the air. You know, we've got really wide front fenders, and you know, you're using up a lot of downforce there. So when you lose downforce on your nose, or when you're so dependent on that and you don't get that much again, it hurts you, and it seems to hurt you a lot more than the Cup cars do. So it's still going to be track position sensitive tomorrow, sure, but the good cars will be able to move through, I think, a little bit better than the worst ones. So you know, today was certainly particular there a few times. You know, got a little rough, got a little hard to find some air to pass a couple guys, but eventually we figured some things out, made it happen, so it was good.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Kyle, Jerry Jordan with the Examiner. To piggyback off of Reed's question real quick, what did you learn from your truck today that you can put into the car tomorrow to give you the advantage that you obviously had here in this race?
Yeah, you know, a lot of the feel that I've been looking for in my Cup car, I felt this weekend in my truck. And, you know, when I was able to go to the gas, what it would do, you know, would it push or would it turn or what would happen, you know. So we made a lot of changes to my Cup car over the weekend. This weekend we're vastly different than we've ever run here in the past. I'm hoping it doesn't bite us, but I can't see us going in the wrong direction because we've never run very good here. So I'm hoping that sort of helps us a little bit, gives us a feel. And like I said, the feel that I have in the trucks and nationwide cars is obviously something that works for me. I've been able to win in both of those pretty regularly here. So just a matter of getting that feel in the Cup car and making it last for for a long time throughout the race. I'm hoping that we got something good.
Bob?
Bob Pocker, Sing Daily for both Eric and Kyle. I mean, I know it's a totally different track than last week, but I know it seemed like you felt like you were maybe a little bit behind some of the others last week. I mean, does this say anything or mean anything about just maybe kind of your performances in the last 4 or 5 weeks?
I think I'll go first. I think a little bit should say that certainly this. You could say it's a little bit of a horsepower track, but it's more of a handling track. You've got to be able to handle through the turns, and you've got to be able to go down the straightaways. But when you go to a 1.5-mile place and you run wide open, and we're wide open for qualifying, and the rest of the guys are wide open, and we're 2/10 off, there's something the matter. And whether that's too much drag on our bodies or not enough horsepower under the hood, there's certainly some things that we need to work on as a company to get better. But with only having one team and barely being funded for the whole year, you don't have a lot of time and a lot of resources to sit there and develop trucks. They're nothing to knack the KHI guys, but they've done a nice job because when they build new trucks, they try new things, and they have the option to keep going through them. We've only built 9 trucks. We're on truck number 9. That's our new one. It's not even done yet. So we'll work on a couple of those things for truck 9, get it ready for Texas. But anything else? Did I hit it?
You pretty much got it all.
All right.
Let's get this gentleman here, and then we'll go over to Reed. Go ahead, sir. There's a question. Microphone there.
Mentioning this year, any plans for next year?
Certainly there's plans. We want to expand and get more truck teams, maybe venture into the nationwide series, but it's all funding dependent, and of course knowing how tough everything is based upon everybody's experiences, it's not easy for us either. So we've had some discussions going on, and we'll see what happens, but we'd like to move into 2 full-time trucks at least, and we'll see what happens from there.
Just to follow that up, would you go with another driver, or would you, in effect, build a team with a new driver, or would you plan on staying as a driver on the team?
I would love to build Kyle Busch Motorsports without Kyle Busch having to drive. Problem is you're not going to sell that. I can't get partners that want to come in here and help support our program without me behind the wheel. They want the guaranteed chance of going to victory lane, So I think that says a little bit, and certainly there's a price for that. But we've got to make sure that we can live and strive off of somebody besides myself, and we're working towards that. We're trying really, really hard. And with only having one truck team, people come to us and say, well, you're not running that good. And, we would like to fight that argument, saying that we don't have the resources to develop things, but we certainly have the people capable of thinking of some good ideas. It's just a matter of being able to implement all of them.
Go ahead, Reed.
Reed Spencer with Sporting News. When you pitted on lap 131, you had led 130 laps at that point. Earlier this year, you led every lap at Phoenix in the nationwide race. Mm-hmm. Did you think about that at all during the race, and did you think about prolonging the pit stop maybe later in the cycle to try to do that again?
No, I never thought of that actually. I think I led 190 or 192 of a nationwide race here too one time, so that's cool. Certainly Phoenix and Loudon, when I can hit it right, I can hit it right. I'm really, really good. The cars are really, really good. The guys do a good job for me. So today was no different. Certainly, I don't know what Eric's strategy was to pit that. I wouldn't say that early, but to pit early.
Yeah, I came early just because I didn't want to see what we tried to do last week, taking 2 tires. I think we had about 13 seconds on third when I decided to come to pit road, and Austin was right there with us. So I felt like if I came early, that would kind of force Austin's hand and some of the other guys. You knew the guys that were at the tail end of the lap were going to try to stay out as long as they could. Kyle's really good at getting on and off pit road, and we were able to run, a second faster almost for about 8 laps there before Austin pitted, and I think we had almost 5 seconds when it finally cycled between us. So, that paid off, and then it just gives us the ease of trying to get through lap traffic and not have to be too aggressive and put yourself in a position you didn't need to be in.
Any additional questions? All right, Kyle, Eric, congratulations on a really strong performance. And Kyle, good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.